Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So we're having an unadvertised behind the scenes for our property. We're going to be talking about our Toronto property, our flip that we're currently on, and we're going to be showing you. We're right now in the middle, so the walls are open, so you're going to get to see what's going on. We're doing underpinning, we're doing an expansion, so this is a big project. So you guys will get the opportunity to see what we're in the middle of right now and what problems we've encountered so far, and and ask us any questions you have. So let me just invite Jim and the contractor who's managing the full project. So he'll be on to show. Yeah, there we go. Oop, have my head cut off. Hey, Giancarlo.
How's it going?
Good. How are you? Looks like you're in the basement right now.
We're in the basement right now, yes.
Okay. So I was just giving everyone a little recap. So we're just going to be talking about our current flip. We're doing a behind the scenes on our current flip. We thought we thought you guys would be interested in seeing how things are going on our project. So before we do that, Giancarlo, do you want to tell a little bit about yourself, your role in this project?
Yeah, so my name is Giancarlo Cataldo. I have a renovation business, GC Reno Inc. I've been doing this for about 10 years or so, have the business open for about 8. And what we do is flips, spurs, renos, we do it all.
Sounds good. And okay, Kunal, we'll answer your question in just a minute. So first of all, let's start with a run through of the property, just like what we've done so far.
Yep.
And then we'll start with the questions. So if you can just flip your screen around and then just show the guys like, what we've done, where we are.
So it's a little, I could build you a house, but I'm trying to figure out how to use Instagram. So basically right now what we're in the basement. We're doing some underpinning. The height was a little over 60 inches. And now we're going to be almost at 8 feet. You can kind of tell where the old door used to be and how much lower we went. So we went down 9 feet, which accounts for the gravel, slab, plumbing, all that stuff. All the fun stuff. Yesterday we started doing the the waterproofing, which is dimple board. Sorry, mind the light. It's a little dark in here. We've changed all the windows. I don't know if you can see, but we ran all new electrical. This house had knob and tube, and the new wire was attached to the knob and tube, which is not very safe. So once we found that problem, we just decided to rerun all new wires and then do all new plumbing. This house is, I believe, about 80 years old. And it was very neglected when we got it. As you can see here, I mean, mind the mess, but we got all the way down to the bottom. Couple of issues we had, which was we need to move this water meter, and the main shutoff valve for the water from the city is busted. So we've kind of halted the basement project and have tried to get in contact with the city so we can get that fixed. Hopefully it'll be fixed within a week or so. And yeah, so that's pretty much for the basement.
So far. So right now we've dug down, or not we had a company do it, dug down. And we're now in the process where there's going to be a little bit more digging, right? Because now we have to do the plumbing, so there's going to be more digging to get the plumbing in, right?
Yeah. So there'll be a little bit more digging. We already have the weeping tile installed, which is below the waterproofing, as you can tell. And then yes, we have to tie in now to all we have to tie into the city lines and all that stuff.
And just to give everyone, I don't know if you want to go up a little bit because we're just looking at the ground, but just to give you an idea, so there at the back, we're putting the utility room, so our furnace, AC unit, and what else is in that room?
So that's our mechanical room. So that's we're going to have the the furnace, water heater. We're gonna have a sump pump. Yeah, and then the rest of the basement will be kind of like an open area, common area. And then on the opposite side, here we're gonna have our laundry, and then we're gonna have a three-piece bathroom on here.
Yeah, so we'll have a bathroom. So that's the layout. And let me just quickly go back. So, so there's a few questions. So one of them was the permits. So for example, well, just since we're on this floor, you do need permits for the underpinning. So we got all the permits in one. But right now, this one for underpinning, yes, that's its own completely separate permit also. So you have to get a permit for the underpinning. And
don't forget that if you have an adjacent wall with the neighbors like we do, you have to get a letter of permission for you to be able to start the underpinning, which is very important, because if you don't have that letter, the city will not let you actually dig underneath on their property.
Yeah, so always, exactly, if you're ever sharing walls, which we're on a semi, there is a form that you have to fill out. Not you fill out, actually your neighbor has to fill out to allow you to do the underpinning. And just so they obviously, as the owners of the adjacent house, understand what the liabilities and stuff, or understand that they basically are dealing with a contracting company that actually, knows what they're doing and has their licenses and everything involved. That's basically what
Correct.
It's for, right? Anything else? Yeah.
Yep.
What are the other ones? So folding costs, I don't have that at the top of my head, but I can quickly tell you it's probably around $10,000 a month, because this is $1 million home. So and because this house was what is it called? It was already like the kitchen was gone, like it wasn't considered livable, so we couldn't get a traditional mortgage. So we had to go private. So about $8,000 of that is the mortgage itself plus the expenses. So I would say, like, rounding up, I think it's about $10,000 a month, probably more closer to 9 or under 9, but let's round up. We say around $10,000 a month. And what else? And this is not an off-market deal, just so everyone knows. We did get this on MLS. So you're always able to get deals on and off the market. It's really who you know to get those really good deals. So now I think we've covered the basement. So if you want to go upstairs and talk about what we've done upstairs.
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
No problem. Yeah, so I'm like, just while he says that, so while you're doing underpinning, one of the requirements is that you do have to waterproof the place. So that's why you can see them keep doing the waterproofing, and the weeping tile is for the water to run out to the main pipe, right? The main exit valve or whatever, right, Giancarlo?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we did here is, again, we're work in progress, so it is very messy. Let me see if I can turn this light around. Sorry, guys.
So while he does that, I'll just give you that. So we're doing one wall. It's going to be brick. So we're going to be exposing the brick. And one wall is just brick. And we're like, there's going to be no electrical, no nothing there, because we're exposing the wall to make it look nice.
Yeah, so I'll do the walk. Yeah, I'll do the walkthrough. So before, what it was split off. There was a wall coming across, which divided what should have been the kitchen, but the kitchen was upstairs for some reason. So what we did is we removed the walls. We installed some LVLs. That way we can remove the walls for the stairs and then do an open rise stairs. And then that way we have proper support. We also tied in LVLs up top. We changed all the windows. Got all new doors. Plumbing was all done, all new. Now we're in the stages of installation. We got ESA in here to approve all our electrical. So that passed. Yesterday we had the inspector come in to approve all our framing, which also passed. We did new HVAC. So all our HVAC lines and venting is all brand new. This house was very neglected. So we had to do strapping on the ceilings, and we had to raise the floor up to level it out. Again, new doors. Sorry for the lighting. Yeah, so
the
this
height of the ceiling for this floor, I think we're at like 10 feet or something, right? Isn't it
it's
high?
9.5 feet roughly. It's about 9.5 feet. Once it's finished, it'll be about 9.5 feet tall. And
And something that I think that is kind of interesting for people to know is, for example, to be able to make a good kitchen layout, we actually ended up closing a window.
yes,
Yeah. So I
so we
think
did.
some people always think that you should never close a window. You want to always, like, never close your mind out to not closing a window, because sometimes closing a window helps you have a better layout for a kitchen.
So we did have an existing window here, which is in the corner of the house, but that would have impeded us from making a big open concept kitchen. So what we did is we decided on closing that window down, and then that way we can fit our fridge, cabinetry, stoves, hood ranges, and all that stuff, and have a much better layout, and make it feel more homey and get more space, because everybody loves space in the kitchen. And then I mean it is a little bit difficult to see, but so this wall was all covered in plaster. And then so what we did is removed all the plaster and then made it exposed, as Diana was talking about. And then we had to tuck point all the brick. There was some mortar missing, so you see a little bit of discoloration there. That's still drying. That's why you see that. And then we brought it all the way up to upstairs to the top. That way it's a nice accent wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the main focus of this house, as soon as you walk in, is going to be the stairs. So we did full oak open riser stairs. You can't really see right now because we have the protector covers on it. But if we come around from this side, you can kind of get the idea that you'll be able to see right through. So you'll be able to see light going through, and it makes it look more open since it is a narrow space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, so basically everything is new in this house.
Yes.
This job is a full gut. So do you want to go upstairs?
Yeah. And just to quick mention, this house only had one bathroom before. And then so what we did is we added, we made it to 4 bathrooms. It had 2 bedrooms before, and we made it into a 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom. So
what it was is, yeah, do you want to talk about this?
Yeah. So this room here used to be the kitchen. So we converted it into a bedroom. Then we have a shared bathroom, which will be here. It'll be a 3-piece. This was already here. It's a little tight because of the layout, but we made the shower much bigger, so it's more comfortable. Again, we put new LVLs, the support beams, into it, so we can make it open concept, and then that way we can make it structurally sound for the stairs. This room here will be a 2nd bedroom. You can see the plumbing is still needs to be framed, but all that's done. Windows are new. As we move along.
So this is new. This used to be just an open.
Yes, this used to be an open area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our living area, I should say. So we closed it up and made it a bedroom.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of useless space, just because it was open and there wasn't much you could do.
Yeah.
So then what we did here is this was all closed off and very narrow. We opened it up so we can do a double door. So we do French doors. This will be the 2nd master. And the 2nd master, as you come in, we will have a ensuite bathroom with a bathtub, a 3-piece, right? So it'll be a 3-piece bathroom. Again, we have to run all new HVAC, all new returns, electrical.
This is the new bathroom that we've added.
Yes, this is the first bathroom that we added. We will be adding the other bathroom in the basement, and then in the master suite we have our fourth bathroom. So with that said, again, brand new oak stairs going up, LVLs everywhere for support. Let me do a quick walk up the top.
So this house is a 2.5-story house, and so the top floor was just two big rooms.
Yes, so there was 2 rooms, fairly sized rooms, but there was no bathroom up here. So what we did is, again, we made this. It's kind of hard to see because we have all insulation in the way, but we do have. This will be our master.
Yeah, all the insulation.
All the insulation is in the way, yeah. So it's kind of hard to visualize. Once we have all the insulation, and maybe we do another one, you kind of see a little bit better. Then what we did is we do a walk-in closet. So we got a nice decent sized walk-in closet for the master room, for the master suite. And then this is an addition that we did. So the roof was pitched on a 45, which was kind of a waste of space. So what we decided to do was to remove the roof and expand it out and then make it into a nice big square so we can make it into a bathroom.
Yeah. So we basically made this 3rd floor. The whole thing is an ensuite for the master. So they have their own master bathroom, a walk-in, and a bedroom. And the bedroom, that's this whole floor.
Correct.
And just again to talk about the permits. So for the rest of the house, we needed to get, so ESA is not done through the city. That's separately, just for people to know.
Yes.
So we got ESA done. And then the other 2 permits that we had was the building permit, which included the expansion and everything else inside that needed to be done, all structural, anything else, the layout. I mean, not really the layout, but the structural components. So the expansion and the LVLs. Anything else in there? I forget. But that was the things. And then the other one was the plumbing, which is also a separate permit. But everything is got you get it all together with the
the only thing that's separate is the ESA. Whenever you're doing electrical, especially new electrical and stuff, you want to have a certified electrician to come and do the work for you. Especially when it's a big property like this, you want to make it safe for everybody and have it up to code. Because we see it all the time when people, they, like this house, for example, they attached new wires like this, and they were attached to a knob and tube. So when you turn on the lights, you can actually hear the buzzing from the electricity because they weren't even threaded in. They just put tape on it. So it's potentially a fire hazard. I was actually surprised the house didn't catch on fire beforehand. Okay, so we did the expansion here. And then
also part of the permits, sorry to cut you off, was that also we do have to have fire alarms all over all the bedrooms. I believe all the bedrooms in common area.
Yes,
right?
So all the bedrooms need a smoke alarm, and then all the common areas need a combination carbon monoxide and smoke alarm. So this house had nothing. And they all have to be interconnected. So these will be the smoke alarms. This is attached to the 2nd floor, 1st floor, basement. So if one goes off, they all go off.
Mm-hmm. And to be on code, like what it is to code now is all fire alarms have to be connected through.
It has to be hardwired.
Hardwire, yeah. That's
hardwired.
Now it's hardwired.
Yeah, so here we had a window before, which was getting in the way of the bathroom and the closet. So we decided to close it because it was just facing the brick of the neighbors. So it wasn't very nice. So what we did is we moved it and put a nice big window in the bathroom. So at least you get a nicer view when you're looking out in there, and then you get better light. We have the roof. So the roof is being done. It's still not finished. The flashing is somewhat in. This is the expansion, as you can see, which comes along this way. And then, 1 second, you can see it here. Both roofs are flat roofs, which were redone. Flashing is done. Sorry, I'm getting wet, so let me go back inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we can talk about the problems that we've encountered so far in this project. So one of them, I think that is probably the easiest one to start off with, is because this is such a much older home, the brick is kind
Yes.
of shifting. So do you want
So,
to talk about that?
so originally, what the plan was to the brick came and it came on an angle. So originally, what we were going to do is just attach the framing to the existing brick, and then tie it off and close it off and put some siding on it. Once we started removing the roof, we realized that all the brick in the corner section of the house was loose, as in like you can push it with your finger and the brick was about to fall off. So instead, what we did is we cut out the brick, made a straight line down, and that way we can reinforce it. And then we used 2x6s to reinforce, and then 2x10 joists. That way now it's structurally sound, because in this corner here, underneath us, there's nothing. So right here, there's nothing. The house kind of comes on an angle. So in order for it to be structurally sound and safe, what we did is, we decided to just remove the brick and then reframe it, which was a little bit of an added cost, but at the end of the day, safety is the first thing that we look for, right? And then
It helped us even more anyways, because instead of having angled siding for the back part,
so it'll look much nicer anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other issues that did we come up with?
So one of the issues that we came up with, because this house is so old, the roof joists are 2x10, 2x8s, which is not to code anymore, but it is, we're grandfathered in, so you could tell the difference here of the joist width. So what we have to do is we have to drop it down for the new joist. And then what we did is just added some blocking. That way the ceiling is just one height for the bathroom and you don't have a step up. And so it makes it look, that's a little bit more eye-pleasing.
Which I wouldn't say that's really a problem. I would just say that, I mean, that's something to, I guess, consider when you're setting up the style of your house, taking that into consideration that if you're doing an expansion, your ceiling height, if it's an older home, I guess, may go down a bit. So that is, I guess, a consideration. But it wasn't a problem, I would say, for us. Would you say?
No, I mean, it wasn't a problem. It's just more of an inconvenience. But I mean, it got fixed. One of the big problems that we had, due to COVID, was we had some delays with our permits. Permits were almost, I would say, a month and a half, 2 months waiting for permits, which was not fun. We had another issue here that was unexpected, which is always good to have a slush fund. As the roofing was being redone, just the sheer weight of the shingles and stuff that was on from the top floor to the second floor actually made this roof almost collapse. Luckily, we caught it in time, so we put some support beams up while the guys removed all the dirt and garbage. And then we had to remove the whole roof and then basically just redid the whole roof with new struts and joists and all that stuff. And we had to tie it into the brick. And of course, when we did it, it was raining, so everybody got wet.
So that was one definitely added cost that was not expected. We didn't realize how rotted those beams were, and like that, as once the roofers came in to fix the roof, and I guess probably so many people being on there, that's when we really started. And I'm sure bringing in all the packages and everything of the roofing is what caused, it just to get worse and worse. And like I said, thankfully, no one fell through and we noticed in time. to be able to at least put some support there for them until we could, we could fix it and we're properly prepared so that the roofers could finish up this side of the roof.
Yeah. So what we decided doing there was no point of like you can scissor up joints, which means that you could put a piece of wood beside the other joist and then fasten it in. But at that point, we're just like they're so rotted that that might have lasted 5 years. This will last 60, 80. So we decided just to replace everything.
And actually, even a good point that you're making is that we took into consideration sistering it up or doing it new, and the cost difference was I think around $200-300 between just fixing what was there and doing it new. Because what happened was if we tried to fix it, we would have had to wait. It'd probably take us we were thinking 4 to 6 days maybe to get it done.
Yes.
Where if we just ripped it out, it would be done in 2-3 days,
yeah.
Which again was more beneficial to us, that it's only an extra $200-300 between the two different approaches. And we wanted it to just get it done faster than taking more time to fix what was there. We just ripped it out and put it all brand new, which I think is also something to take into consideration whenever you're doing a project. Like, don't think about doing what's cheap. Like, realize time is always involved, money is involved, and materials involved, and you want to see like what is the differences between the different options and what works for you.
Yes, because for us, we're always on a time crunch. So my thing was, okay, we saved $200, but we're gonna spend 7 days fixing this, or we spend the extra $200-300 and then we get it done in 2 days instead. Exactly. So it was an easy decision for us, right? And then at the same time, at least this way it's done right, and we don't have to worry about it.
Exactly, no stresses.
Yes.
Any other issues? Another one? What you think? We can talk about something that to us wasn't an issue, but would probably scare a person that's new. So when we started doing gutting, because this house, like that, the roof needed to be done, we were almost having a waterfall inside the house.
Yes.
There were lots of buckets all over the place.
Not almost. We did have a waterfall.
Yeah. There were waterfalls in the house.
You can still see
all over the place. And why wasn't it an issue for us? Not that it wasn't an issue, or like it didn't do anything to the cost of like anything for us. It was just we planned around it until we were ready for.
Yeah. The thing was is that the thing was that because we were gonna gut it, and then we weren't worried about water damage for the drywall, or this house is all plaster, but we weren't too concerned because we knew we were gonna do a new roof and all that stuff. So before we put any drywall or insulation or anything up, we got the roof done. So then now there's no leaks, and that issue was solved. But that was it was a little bit unforeseen just because there was snow on the roof, so it was kind of hard to inspect the roof. So we just decided that we're just going to put it in the budget and then just replace the roof anyways.
Mm-hmm. And I think it wasn't the rainstorm. It was, like you said, it was the snow. I think there was one day that was very hotter, and it just like everything melted very quickly, right? Yeah.
So the way they did it before, they didn't put ice shield and the roof was done properly, so the ice creeped in underneath, and it would just fall down the wall.
Mm-hmm. So again, always planning what you do, right? Like that exterior, obviously get the exterior done so you're not you never want to do the inside and then the outside, especially when it comes to roof, because like that. Like if we decided to do the roof, I don't know, later on in the project, that could have really been a huge problem for us. Then that would be definitely a very costly mistake.
Yeah. Also, what we did, I think I'll walk outside after so you guys can appreciate, but we did the brick cleaning, which came up phenomenal.
Pictures of
which came up phenomenal. And then windows, pocket paint. It's a little dirty now, but You can see we did all new flashing. The roof got done. Now we're just waiting for the east troughs and soffit and stuff to be changed. Unfortunately, it's raining, so the guys can't come in. But at least the roof was redone as well. All the shingles were redone. And the roofing company was awesome. We used them a couple of times. These guys are really professional, and they actually did. I was very surprised and very impressed on the job they did.
So that's that project. Was there anything else? Did you remember anything else, or was those were at least the main big problems that we've encountered so far?
Yeah. So sorry, I'm at 5% battery. So let me just do a quick walk on the outside, so you guys can kind of see what it was. Another issue we had that we had to fix is that the columns supporting the roof were falling apart because the brick is all loose. So we had to do some tuck pointing and fix that. We installed a new deck. So this is all cedar. It's not done yet, but we're getting to it. We did a privacy fence. Sorry, let me see if I can bring that so I can see. There we go. Privacy fence. And yes, the guys that came and did the brick, I'll see if I can show you from the back so you guys can see the difference that it made.
Initially, we were planning to paint the back end of the house purple to match or black to match the siding. But because the brick guys did such a good job, you can see the difference between the two.
So that's what it used to look like, and
that's the neighbor's house.
And that's what it looks like now, right? Again, with the new doors and working on the basement for the walkout.
So yeah, that's an update on our project. Thank you so much, Giancarlo, for taking the time to show us what's been done so far. I'm sure everyone appreciates seeing what you've done so far and just giving everyone a better understanding of how these kind of projects work.
Yeah, not a problem. Anytime. Like I said, once we get the installation up and we clean it up a little bit better so you get a better idea, then we could do another one of these and I could show you what the progress has been.
Yeah, we'll definitely do another progress update to show you guys, how it goes. We'll probably like that. Probably more of the walls will be there, the flooring will be there, most likely. We'll see what the next update will be. And if you guys want to know, just let us know what you would want to see the next update to be. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the update of our property. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment down and, we can answer them for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Giancarlo. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, no, I was just going to say my phone's almost dead.
Okay.
But again, if any questions and anything I can help you with, you just relay the message to me and then I'll happily answer.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed our episode of Read Behind the Scenes on our project, our flip in Toronto. Bye, everyone. Bye, Giancarlo.
Bye.